Well, welcome everyone to this week's tech tip on Microsoft OneDrive, better communication and collaboration. Today, it's Tech Tip Tuesday. We're going to share a simple tech tip this week on Microsoft OneDrive. At the end of this, we can open up mics for any questions that you guys might have. So OneDrive today, we're going to cover access, sharing, co-authoring, and some few other quick tips for you. Basically, just a reminder, what is OneDrive? It's a secure place to back up. Great thing about OneDrive is it's part of your Office 365 or your Microsoft 365 environment and your Windows 11, Windows 10 environment as well. So it's built in, you have access to it no matter what, whether that be personal use or the business version of OneDrive. Real-time sync, so across any device, so your mobile devices and your desktop devices, or I can go log on to someone else's computer. Easy sharing and collaboration. So Word, Excel, PowerPoint, you can all be in there at the same time and back it up. It's a cloud storage device, automatically saves, enable access everywhere, like we talked about. So how do you access it? Two primary ways, Windows and mobile, but on side of Windows device, you have your File Explorer. So you have File Explorer right here through your Building Better and personal one, or you can access it down there. You have your SharePoint environment, which is right here, your company name .sharepoint.com/my, and then you have within your Teams app, right here, Teams app right there. Then you have your mobile apps. I won't show you these, but the two that you should look for are your M365 app. So download that. That's M365 Copilot now. Basically gives you access to your entire environment. You can do Word, Excel, Office, everything in there. Scan photos, do all those things. And then there's a dedicated OneDrive app for just accessing those. So download those, get using those. So let's go to syncing and adding files to your PC. So first thing I'm going to recommend that everyone do is, if you can, hit the type in OneDrive. And what this is going to do is, if you aren't using it, it's going to come up with a window that looks somewhat like this. Let me see if I can find it over here. That you basically put in your information, and then you hit sign in and set it up. That's going to create this area down here that has your OneDrive. So you see your OneDrive Building Better here and OneDrive Personal. You can log in and have it there. That's going to give you this location on your sidebar right here. So that location will be there. But a big thing to do is don't sync your files. So a couple weeks ago, we talked about using Planner and Teams for file management. So, and Teams for file management, what you want to start thinking about here is, if you go into side of a channel, you have access to the shared version of OneDrive. So if I want to sync this entire environment, right, I can click Documents here. And there's the planner. There is this sync button, but don't hit this sync button right here. We want to use this OneDrive, add OneDrive shortcut. So hit that add OneDrive shortcut. You can also pin to your quick access there, but that's added it right to my OneDrive files right here. And I should see Tech Tips documents right there. It now goes there. I can actually change the color here if I wanted to. Let's make it blue. And so now I can see that. But what it also did is, if I go here, there's now that Tech Tips documents right there as well. So it adds it right to my local folder, which is great. If I don't want it here anymore, I can always right click it and I can hit OneDrive, remove shortcut. If you go the other way and sync it, it takes a lot longer for it to sync down. Files on demand are a benefit for you. So just recommend using that add shortcut, and you can remove the shortcut right here. A couple other things while I'm here that you have is, you have this always keep on device. This is if I want to make sure that if I'm offline, I have access to the files. And then next time that I get to the files, it will download them. I have free up space. So if I keep this, always keep on device, and then I go ahead and free up space, it will make them back into a cloud. So really quickly there, it worked through. So I can right click that, always keep on device, free up space. So really easy, quick ways to push it back and forth. The other things that you can do inside here is manage access, folder color, view online. That will open you up right to the location of that file in your Teams environment. The other thing, so other steps along the way, is how do you set your share permissions? What are best practices there? How to stop sharing? So let's jump into that. I do most of this right from my File Explorer, but you can do it from your OneDrive online, or you can do it from Teams. A couple different ways I'll show you. Like if I'm in OneDrive here, I just hit the share button and I can share that folder right there. Pretty much the same interface, but let's just show you right here. We're going to come down here to OneDrive, hit share. Here's the interface. So a couple ways you got edit, view, and can't download. So can't download is the most restrictive if you just wanted to view it and view it online, but they can't actually download anything. You can view and can't make changes, but they can download it, make changes, and send it back to you, or they can edit the document here. So just type in someone's name, and you can say, hey, here is a folder or file to access, ... and send that and select email, and that's going to send it to you. Other things that you can do is you can copy that link and put it right in an email. Now, what you'll notice here is that only people in Building Better can actually edit this link. So I can't share it externally. In order to set that up, I have to click here and I have to change this. So you'll notice here that this is only people in Better and Better, or people with existing access, or I can choose specific people. So if I typed someone outside of this group, I can share it to a specific person, but it doesn't just let an anonymous person actually view it. So then you can actually go in and change those permissions like we talked about earlier. Edit, can view, can't download. You can even set an expiration date on it as well. The other permission setting here, so let me show you this real quick. If you work with your IT team or whoever is your Microsoft admin, you can set it up to be anyone. So this actually gives you and doesn't require sharing. I have that set up, but I have it set up to default to just people within the organization. So no one's accidentally sending a folder that can be accessed by anyone. So you have to come in here, make a conscious decision, and then you can hit edit and apply. And then you can share it or you can copy a link. So that's really how you share this folder. So now let's go in and I'll show you. Oh, first thing I wanted to show you is how to stop sharing. So let's go back here. If I say I've shared a folder and I've shared this folder, I'm going to right click, share, and I'm going to go ahead and type in, this might not work, but send, it's sent out. So now if I go right here, I have here, manage access is how we fix it. So we use manage access to say, nope, I don't want to share it anymore. So I can start sharing and stop sharing. I'm already a part of that group, so it didn't really work. But you'll see people listed here, and you can change what the permissions are right here. So just remove them right here. Also, if I go in here and let's create a sharing link. So OneDrive, copy link. It has a link that I can copy. Anyone in Building Better can go in. So I'll right click OneDrive, manage access. You see now that I have this link, and you'll see the same thing for people. You can just remove that link, remove, it won't work anymore. And like I'll add OneDrive share, Brittany to this. and then right click, manage access, people. Oh, she's probably already a member of the group. So you can add, remove that way. Yeah, so that's removing people, sharing it, and going through that. So let's go in. Here is this OneDrive folder. I'm going to talk a couple little tips for you guys right now. So we're going to talk about, hey, make sure you add that shortcut. So just a reminder here, when you're in files, use add shortcut instead of sync. I think you can actually turn that off at a company level and stop syncing, but you want to use add shortcut. You can request files. So this is kind of a cool thing. If you're in here, you can go to a folder here. So if you're in your OneDrive, you can hit request files. You can create a file description and say file photos of the latest ground breaking. Next. And you can send it to a person or just copy this link. So I could say Ann at buildingbetter.us.com. Please send these. And they'll notify, and now they can load it. Another thing that you can do is you can pin files. You can change the folder color here. You can favorite them. So that will just put them in your favorites if you wanted to, and have them sit there under favorites. There's a way to always open an app. So let me show you this one. This one's probably one of the best tips for you. So I'm going to go to my OneDrive here. So we're going to go here. We're going to go to OneDrive settings, more settings, site collection features, open that up. And then there's open documents and client by default. If we hit activate on that, that's a good one because it will skip opening them in browser and open them locally in your desktop. So I'd recommend that. If you get nothing else out of this and you like to open it in desktop with the full features, do those 4 steps, take 30 seconds to do that, and it will help you out. Last few here is version histories. Make sure that if you look at a file, you can right click on it and go to your here, click on version history. You can see all of the different versions of this file. You can right click on it, you can restore it, you can open it, or you can delete it. But if you restore, it will make it that version. And I probably shouldn't have done that. I don't know if it will work, but then you can restore another version. So that's it for today. Hopefully no one has any questions. If you do, let me know and we will take it from there. So thanks everyone.